a new screen recorder, and some bug fixes. All that and more in the MIUI 7.3.9 global update. So the biggest thing in this release is the screen recorder. It was a promised feature in the previous update, but it didn't deliver, so we finally have it in this week's update. And it's actually pretty cool. It's a new app on the phone itself. You would find it under the word, literally under screen recorder, as you can see here, screen recorder. And if you tap it, it actually is quite feature packed. If you go into the settings toggle on the top right, we have options of resolution, typical stuff, bitrate, really nice that they have give you the option. Your frame rate, it is limited to 30 FPS at the max, but you do have pretty good toggles, 15, 24, 30, that's pretty good. No 60, but realistically you shouldn't be recording 60. It's not too much of a point in my opinion, and I don't think the mobile GPU on most of these phones can keep up. You can also choose the orientation that you want to record at, whether it be auto, portrait or landscape. My recommendation, don't use auto, just stick with one of the other two. And one of the toggles here that's really interesting is the sound source. You can record from your speaker. That means that it's the direct pass-through from the speaker into the file. You don't need to do what I would do previously, which was either to connect an audio cable on the top and record to a computer, or like use the mic to record the speaker. It's actually really interesting. You can actually use it in theory to record, let's say, YouTube videos or like videos you find on the internet, which can be quite interesting. I do wish there's an option to have a combo. I won't be surprised if it's added in the next update though. Another thing to know about the speaker is that it's not like how you do in OBS, where even if your volume is set to 11, it records as if it's like full volume and it sounds good that way. If you have, let's say, your volume set to, your media volume set to really low, let's say 1 bar here, realistically 10%, it will record the audio at 10%. So if you play, let's say my media volume is at 10%, and I record, when I play back the footage, it's going to be like 1% basically. It's going to sound like that. I know audio isn't that linear, but yeah, you get the point. I have a feeling this is an Android limitation, so that kind of stinks, but oh well. And this nice option at the end to have the lock screen button add as the end recording button. A really nice feature and something that you have seen before in the Torchlight, which is nice. You can also have a show touch gestures, which is basically this white dot you see around here from the screen recorder that I'm typically using, which is AZ screen recorder. And then you have the option to visualize navigation buttons, which means that when you press menu, home or back, it will show something on the screen saying you press menu, home or back. Pretty nice stuff. So how are the video recordings themselves? Honestly, they're not bad. I was very happy with all the new features, specifically the speaker recording, the ability to show when you hit the soft keys on the bottom and then showing on the screen. That's really nice when you're making tutorials, especially to, let's say, someone who's not too technologically competent. And I love that it's built into the software itself. I'm still not a fan of how it records a variable frame rate video, and this is a problem I find with a lot of screen recorders and also with the camera on this Redmi Note 3, is that variable frame rate video is a horrible mess to edit. And this issue doesn't just affect us video editors, it will also affect normal people. In apps like WhatsApp, when you're sending a video, usually you have a trimmer that comes up that will either trim a video or compress the video into a smaller file. And that editor, attached trimmer, does not support variable frame rate video, so if you send that video, you are very likely to have audio desync issues. It's kind of annoying. That's the main big feature today. There are actually some features that were added in the last few builds that I didn't cover because I didn't make a video, but let's move on to the bug fixes and then subsequently the devices that got released. There was an issue where if you receive a verification text, the screen would not light up. That has been fixed. Issues with the MIUI launcher not retaining your icon's locations when restoring from a backup, that issue has been fixed. And apparently there was a second space bug where if you switch to it, there was a chance that your phone will reboot. That also has been fixed. In terms of phones that did get this update, all the phones that were previously getting global developer updates are getting this update. But there are still quite a few phones that are not in those pool yet. For example, the Mi Mix is still not in that pool, and oh, by the way, Mi Mix recently got a global stable release, so enjoy that. If you have a Mi Mix, might want to flash that. Mi 5S, Mi Note 2 and Redmi 4 Prime also have not gotten on the global developer branch yet. Oh well. We have seen a leak though of a Mi 5S global developer ROM from Mi Taiwan actually, so I won't be surprised if the Mi 5S gets it soon. So that's all for today's update video. I know it's a bit late, but things got in the way. If you want to see update videos like this, hit the subscribe button down there, or if you want me tips, the subscribe button is down there as well. I'll be posting more tips on how to do stuff with MIUI, flashing, stuff like that, things I've learned as a Xiaomi subreddit moderator. So enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.